Alright guys, today we're going to try something different. This is the game American Truck Simulator. um, it was originally released with just California and Nevada, and then they released Arizona as a free DLC, and then after Arizona they released New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, and then finally Utah, with Idaho due to come out in a month or two. It was kind of frustrating how they did it at first, honestly, because it's like they built this way and then they built up, so it made kind of like an L. So if you were delivering from Washington over to New Mexico, you couldn't cut through Utah. You have to go all the way down through California and then across, and so it took like 2 or 3 times as long. But anyways, load this up because so far 7 cities. I really didn't want to put those waypoints there. So far 7 cities that I have lived in are featured in the game. Now obviously they're not full. They're not the full cities. They just have a few of the main roads, like a few of the main truck roads, but they do have like some of the landmarks in there. So I just kind of want to go through the cities that I've lived in, and one of them I currently live in. Just to see how it kind of compares to the real city. As the DLCs went on, they kind of, each progressive DLC seems like they're getting more and more detailed as they go along. Like, for example, Utah has the least amount of cities in it in the game. But because of that, it feels like it's probably the most highly detailed state in the game so far. It's kind of a less is more situation. The only city I've lived in that appears on these, the only city on these maps that I've lived in that does not appear in game is Lake Havasu, which would be about right here-ish. Which makes sense because it's kind of out of the way. It's not really on any like truck routes or anything, so that totally made sense. But anyways, let's get to it. Alright, so St. George, if you're familiar with the town at all, the game actually has the double roundabout at the Bountiful Walmart where you get onto I-15. There's a dual roundabout. It's really annoying. I always avoid that part of town just because I hate driving in it. So that actually is on there. Then there's the Walmart up there. I'm driving really poorly. I'm not gonna save this game, but I'm kind of like, it is a actual driving simulator, not Grand Theft Auto. So, but just for this video, I am gonna kind of drive however I want, just so I can get where I'm going. So that was accurate right there. The Walmart, Virgin River, the Walmart like double roundabout. And these cliffs are all pretty good. George Boulevard. There's the St. George Temple, which is the most detailed building. There's the Tabernacle right behind it, and the Dixie D on the hill behind it. I actually wanted to take this exit. But other than that, the St. George scenery is done really well. Diverging diamond interchange here. This is actually accurate. You do drive on the wrong side of the road on this interchange here. If you go down St. George Boulevard, I just got a ticket for running that red light. If you go down St. George Boulevard, I mean, it looks like St. George Boulevard does. There's like the old, I think it was a courthouse right there. So yeah, St. George has done pretty well. The temple's kind of in the wrong spot, but I mean, it's a truck simulator. Like, I mean, it's still pretty good. I can deal with the temple being in the wrong spot, but I'm not gonna save anyway, so I'm gonna go through this red light. There's a cop right there. I just got another ticket. So all these buildings are actually, except for that strip right there I don't recognize, but most of these buildings are pretty accurate for St. George. There's the Dixie D, Bluff Street. They got all the names of all the streets right. And I'm blocking him, so I'm just gonna go. Remember, this is not an actual gameplay video. This is just me driving around towns I've lived in to compare, okay? Up there is where the old airport used to be. This is like a Smith's over here. Street. This is either going to be 700 or 100. They use 700. 700 South. Speaking violation. That's Dixie State University. Used to be Dixie College. There's the back of the temple, and it's making us turn here. See that road's blocked off. There's another Mormon church down there, I can tell. So they did actually put a lot into this. It's just in real life, the temple isn't that close to the freeway. You can see it, but only a little bit. So this has got to be Tabernacle Street right here. For whatever reason, St. George, and especially on Tabernacle, loves these roundabouts. I can't stand roundabouts. I hate them. Downtown St. George looks pretty good. 100 East, that's what I thought. So now we'll head to the next city. Alright, and now we're in Cedar City, which is basically more or less my hometown. It's not where I was born, but it was basically where I grew up. Let's see how they do here. Alright, there's the Welcome to Cedar City sign, which is spot on. Festival City, USA, for the Shakespeare Festival. Again, like with the St. George Boulevard exit in St. George, Cedar City has a diverging diamond right here, which means you drive on the wrong side of the road. It's actually my favorite type of interchange. They just seem to work better. Steering wheels, it has all the new construction going on in this part of town, which is crazy to go through now. Yeah, I know I'm speaking. So this is obviously based off of the Village Apartments. I know it says hotel there, but the building design is the Village Apartments, definitely, which is the last place I lived in before I moved from Utah. Has the new, I think it's a Fairway Inn, I could be wrong though, hotel right there. So when I play this game, like normally, like for real, like legit playing it, I use the inn cabin. Seems to be a lot easier, in my opinion. For this, for just showing around town, I'm doing the exterior. See, there's the mountain. There's the Zion's Bank, which is pretty spot on accurate at the intersection of Highway 14 to go up the mountain. There's that little park there that's never really had anything in it. And there's the downtown parking garage that we have for some reason. Freedom Boulevard, I forgot about that. Alright, there's the old post office. It even has the statue in front of it that now serves as the police station. There's the old Cedar Twin Theater. Welcome to historic downtown sign. The creek. I don't know what's going on up there. There's the old Iron Mission Park. graveyard. Fiddler's Canyon. There's the 2 buildings in front of the hospital that serve as doctor's offices. Engine malfunction because I keep hitting shit. I'm gonna hit more stuff because I'm gonna turn around up here. Actually, we'll go to the gas station. That's interesting. The game has random stuff like that happen from time to time. Another church. That one didn't quite resemble a Mormon church, but I might have to tow to I'll just get it fixed up here. No big deal. And then we'll go back through town. Has the Loves. That is right here, Canyon Ranch, right before the freeway entrance up there. We can just pull in here and get the truck fixed. Like I said, I don't care how much money I waste on here because I'm not going to save this game. 18 grand to fix my truck. We'll come back down through here and then we'll head up to Salt Lake, which will make the 3rd Utah city I've lived in. And then we'll do Arizona, or the Arizona cities in the next episode. Let's say the game actually goes out towards where my parents live, but you can't get there from here. They also combine 2 streets into one here. State Route 14 is actually Center Street, and State Route 56 is 200 North, which is also called Freedom Boulevard since 9/11. They combine Center and 200 North into one street on here. I just noticed that. Yeah, that's definitely the Village Apartments. Which the Village Apartments did used to be a hotel, so I can give them that. Oh, whatever, I'll go for it. Ticket, even though there was no cop. Hey guys, totally forgot about the lighthouse. The biggest landmark in Cedar City is this random lighthouse that's right by the interchange by Walmart. Yeah, the cool thing about the diverging diamond interchanges is there's no, that bank is actually a Jack in the Box now. There is no left-hand turns, it's a right turn. That's why you drive on the wrong side of the road for it. So there's church up on the hill there, of course. Over here is Walmart in real life. There are those stores back there. There's like a GameStop and a Costa Vegan stuff. Over here, that last That last section right there, my favorite restaurant in town. Uh, Lupiga's? Yeah. I was getting my Mexican restaurants mixed up there for a minute. It's gonna be a restaurant right there where that building is. Church. It's where like the rodeo grounds is over here. Don't think they put the temple in this one just because I don't think it was built yet. Well, I think it was built. I just don't. It was new. It was new. So when they started programming this, it was probably still under construction, and they figured, nah, that church right there, I think is where the temple would be. So I mean, they got that right too. I don't know what this dude's doing, but I can't really say anything right now either. I'm just gonna go through this stops or this sign. Dang it. This is fun. Yeah, like if you drive out here for a ways, this is where I actually lived. Like grew up. But yeah, they're not gonna show it. Like there were like sheep farms out here and stuff. But yeah, the scenery changed gradually. It's probably where that little street was, where that car turned out. That's probably where it was supposed. That's what that was supposed to be. The thing out here is the mine. I totally forgot that the airport's up here too. They did the airport really well. Alright, yeah, here's the Cedar City Airport. We have a really nice terminal for some reason. They built it like maybe 15 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. I don't remember. It's fairly new. Like, well, I guess 15 years ago isn't that new. But since I lived there, they built it. Alright, that's all. Substation. Alright, we're now coming up on Salt Lake. Not much to say about Salt Lake. I lived there for 9 months after high school, about 15, 16 years ago. Let's see, most of it's just in downtown in the skyline. There's a cop right there. I'm about to get a ticket for going 20 over. See if I can get a good shot of it. But yeah, skyline looks pretty much like Salt Lake. There's the state capitol. Don't think, yeah, you can't really get off in downtown, which made sense because trucks don't really go through downtown anyways. There's the Mormon church office building and the Mormon temple. All the skyscrapers along 200 South. I believe it's 200 South. So yeah. Alright, we'll stop here. This was fun to do for a change. The next episode, we'll go through the cities I lived at in Arizona, which is where I currently reside. And in fact, the city I live in is one of the towns on there. So we'll see you on the next one. Whenever that will be, I have absolutely no idea. Bye.